It is a beautiful morning here in South Africa, here for the Corona Cero Open J-Bay. This is one of the best sights on the planet, the morning sunrise here on the Eastern Cape.
What a welcome to South Africa. It is a miracle of the surf world.
When you get to this part of the year, you're just focusing on the final five. Who is going to get to Cloudbreak to compete for a world title?
Being here at J-Bay, it's one of the best events. Whether you're a South African or not, everybody loves coming here. The energy is high.
World number one, ladies and gents, Jordy Smith, owner of the yellow jersey.
Big swoop off the top, drives up and vertical.
It's been a long time since kind of felt this much energy, to be honest.
Any mistakes from here, they're gone, and they're not competing for a world title this year.
When it counted, Connor went to town.
Tucks into the tube, traveling. O'Leary appears, looking for something big. Connor O'Leary, wow. Make some noise, ladies and gents.
Goes for the air rotation. He lands a massive no hands 360.
If you're in the top five right now, well, you've got to be feeling a little bit good, even though there's a couple events left. If you're 6, 7, 8, it's a battle. This is going to be a slugfest to the very end.
Shock and awe on the beach.
Here he comes, folks. Here comes Mr. Matt McGillivray out the scars. Hard to believe, but it's true.
He's not parachuting in, is he?
He is.
Is he?
McGillivray, bro.
Look at that, the guy's doing backflips before he even entered the water.
He's parachuting in for his heat. That's next level.
Yeah, that was epic.
There's a ton of dolphins spread out through the entire point right now, having a good time. It's a beautiful day.
You know the confidence that you got when you're surfing at beach, you can enjoy everything that you're doing.
Swivel hips, I call it.
Exactly, bro, and you're in the moment. There's no thinking too far ahead or anything. It's just the moment, and that's it.
For Jordy Smith to come home in yellow is huge. His momentum this year has been the best he's ever had. For him to be in this position in his 18th season is unprecedented.
If I see it looks good, I'm going to ride it. Of course, you know. Yeah, I mean, being in yellow is one thing, but being in yellow here at home is a whole nother big thing. Really feeling all the buzz from all over South Africa and all over the world.
Jordy's carrying this world title run with grace, with laughs, with keeping it simple and reminding us how much he loves to surf.
World number one, ladies and gents, Jordy Smith.
It doesn't feel like he's trying to carry something and not drop it. It feels like this is his time.
It is yellow in the lead.
That's my goal, is to make that final five. And if I can do it here at home on my home court, that would be insane. Yeah, the mindset's all there. The preparation's done, so now it's just the only one left thing is just to do it.
It's the Californian, Crosby Colapinto.
Crosby's going to walk away with the win.
Unbelievable. So a heat that looked pretty much stitched up. We'll see Jordy Smith head to the elimination round.
See you later, okay. What's that?
Swing again.
Swing again, bro.
Into the top five, we've got Jordy Smith, Yago Dora, Kanoa Igarashi, Italo Ferreira, and Ethan Ewing. Those are the final five at the moment, but there's some big names knocking at the door. You're looking where Felipe Toledo stands, two-time world champ. He needs to win Jeffreys Bay. Hands down, to even have a chance at fighting for a third world title. Through tails. You've got Griffin Colapinto, who's heating up late this season and knows he's got to be perfect at J-Bay and also at Tahiti, two venues where he's only carried equal ninths in the past. You also have Jack Robinson, who's trying to salvage his season. Remember, he won bells, but since then, it's hard to pinpoint what's been happening with lack of heat wins for Jack Robinson, a guy who'd be the true favorite if he can get to Cloudbreak this year. Felipe Toledo, Griffin Colapinto, and Jack Robinson, they can't afford to lose before the quarterfinals. That's it. Any mistakes from here for those three, they're gone. Then they're not competing for a world title this year.
Right now it's Italo into the final.
It's easy for me to think about my family, you know, and realize what really is important in this world. When you're paddling out in the heat, it's really for the joy and the love of surfing. And that really shines and results in my surfing.
So what a South African matchup we have here. Jordy Smith, the veteran, the yellow jersey. And of course, Luke Thompson, the youth, the momentum.
Jordy Smith throws the carve to tail release. Smith lays it down, solid, compressing power carve. Taps the lip, rides out with it.
First wave for Jordy Smith, 7 points.
Luke Thompson now hitting it off the top, getting a huge response from the crowd as well.
First of Luke Thompson, 7.83. Jordy Smith finds a solid set wave. Big swoop off the top. Drives up and vertical. Committed surfing straight up. Does the combo with a layback added to it, and then full turn on the rail. Deep as you like, ripping through the section. Big floater comes around, hammers the inside, and once again all the way down to impossibles. Woohoo! Jordy Smith. Wow. What have we just seen, folks? Our two South African stars putting on an absolutely massive performance here. Luke Thompson chasing a number, he's in second. Lovely snap off the top, that was massive. Vertical into the second turn. Slicing into the tail release and whacks a nice finish on the inside. Luke Thompson looking solid on that wave. And scores coming in. That's a big number dropping for Luke Thompson. An 8.13. So he went excellent, but not enough. So congratulations, Jordy Smith, taking the win.
Canary Yellow showed the little blue house done.
Not for long, but he's coming.
Next year.
Thanks. 4-3. Let's go. Second wave, eh? Yeah. Well done, boss.
So, world number one in the yellow jersey likes the look of this wave. She turns. Molly Picklum, big turn off the top to start. Driving off the bottom into the finish. Big hack off the top. This is why Molly Picklum has the yellow jersey on, folks.
The yellow jersey, it gives you the belief that you can obviously do it and to keep going. Thank you.
When you get to this part of the year, you're just focusing on the final five. Who is going to get to Cloudbreak to compete for a world title?
Right now, the final five picture, you've got Molly at the top of the rankings, Gabriella Bryan in second, Katie Simmers third, Isabella Nichols is in fourth, and Bailey Lou Sakura Johnson rounding out that five. They can't afford to make any mistakes. There's opportunity for Molly, Katie, and Gabby to clinch a spot here.
Gabby Bryan, much more in rhythm here.
Playing her cards very well. I think for the women outside of the final five picture, you're talking about Caroline and Tyler Wright. If they want to make that jump into the final five, they are going to have to be flawless, and the surfers above them will have to have early dismissal from the events.
Semi-final number 2 is on. Molly Picklum in the blue.
Runner-up, Molly Picklum. Semi-finals, Molly Picklum.
In semi-final, Molly Picklum. Runner-up in the final, Molly Picklum.
Molly's got that momentum and that confidence and has what it takes to win that maiden world title.
Molly Picklum taking out the Vivo Rio Pro.
Winning Brazil, showing more consistency than anybody on tour. And she's been in the final five in the past. Now the venue's changed. Big Cloudbreak, that is definitely favoring Molly Picklum this year.
Yeah, the yellow jersey, it gives you the belief that you can obviously do it and to keep going. At the end of the day, the yellow jersey isn't really what we want. We want the big trophy at the end of the year.
Molly Picklum, big turn off the top to start. Driving off the bottom into the finish, big hack off the top. This is why Molly Picklum has the yellow jersey on, folks.
You're the first surfer on tour to qualify for the WSL Finals.
Yay, there you go. Stoked to be confirmed, but love to get my chances higher by going in #1 spot into Fiji. So it's great though, I'm stoked. I get that opportunity to go for it again.
Finals day here in Jeffreys Bay, and it is going to be a historic one. The swell has arrived. It's everything we've been waiting for. Quarterfinal #3 for the woman. It is our current world #1, Molly Picklum. She's up against the defending champion, Lakey Peterson.
Molly Picklum drawing out the initial carve and turn. Pacing things out. A bit of steepness and gets right up there, so a vert hit from her.
It's really flawless. It looks really effortless from Mol, and there's something about her this event. Her energy's different. She seems pretty locked in.
Lakey Peterson taking a look, leans into it. Beautiful carve off the top to start. Gets the little slash in.
Critical on the inside, had to go high and then just get down. Doesn't get a maneuver to finish. Picklum streaking through. Bit of a bomb for her here. But she'll just tap into that energy. Big hit from her. Really well read in terms of the speed management. Super critical.
She's just on fire right now. There's no slowing her down.
Picklum taking control here. She's looking deadly.
We'll see Molly Picklum in the semifinals.
Coming up against Lakey, a rematch of the final of 2023. How nice was it to share these kinds of waves with a good friend and rival?
Yeah, we were tripping when we got out the back. She actually said, she's like, this is what we live for. This is why we do this job. And yeah, it was so cool. And I definitely had it in my head. Like, she got me good in that final. And I'm so happy that I got her back. Hey, thank you. I'm lucky.
We've got finals day energy in the air. Gabrielle O'Brien and Tyler Wright take on Perfect J-Bay, both looking for their first win at this venue. Everything on the line today. Tyler, she's got to really be perfect to make the final 5 in these last 2 events of the season. For Gabby Bryan, if she does win this heat, she'll officially be competing for a world title at Cloudbreak. Big walls approaching. A lot of white water heading towards Tyler. Tyler Wright just pacing. A 2-time world champ, 17 championship tour wins. Cool little lean back into the pocket, and she'll step off. Grabbing this wave and getting started is Gabby Bryan. Lays down a perfect arc. Draws it off the bottom, there's the redirect. Pushes a bit harder with that back foot. Precision rail work from world #2.
That was just amazing surfing from Gabriella.
Gabriella Bryan getting a little bit closer to clinching her spot in the final 5. Big section off the roof, and she hits it perfectly. Pushing hard, coming down to the bottom with some speed. There's a big jam and an air drop. Gabriella Bryan is absolutely dreaming. Moving on to the semifinals.
And it's official, you have clinched your spot into the final 5. You are going to compete for a world title for the first time in your career.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. From like last year, I think I missed out on 1 heat to get into the final 5. So now to do it with 1 event left in the main season. And after the last 2 events, it's probably like, my crew was like,
a lot of support from the dog clan right now. We cannot wait to see you compete for a world title in Fiji. Thank you.
Awesome. Right onto the bricks.
The rocks are so razor sharp.
Poke the line and we'll see how Jordy responds.
Sharp intake of breath from the crowd.
That fairy tale moment slipping out of his fingers.
I don't know how much more opportunity he's going to get.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome, this is the Corona Cero Open J-Bay. This is the round of 16, heat number 5.
Just control it. Yeah, control it your way. Make your decisions on which ways you want to go. You surf all the way down. So you know it goes. The reason I use.
Okay.
Well, we got a David versus Goliath matchup right here. Jordy Smith in the yellow jersey. In his way, we got Marco Mignot, who is an absolute wild card. If Jordy Smith loses this heat, he also loses the yellow jersey.
We see the first wave in this matchup.
Let's have a look. Smith belting a turn with loads of authority. The power from him, pretty much textbook surfing. Snapping out the tail. And a finish as well. A little bit of flair right onto the bricks.
I love the energy from the crowd, and what a showman. I mean, did he have to do that on the bricks? Probably not, but he did. Wow, he's just checking his hand.
Checking his hand, yeah.
The rocks are so razor sharp.
Here's Marco.
Decent looking section here. Wraps that carve back. Good rhythm to this surfing. So a bit of variety, mixing it up, but with powerful moments as well. And just signaling in there to the crowd, hey guys, settle down.
That puts Marco right back in the game.
Priority is with yellow, but taking the wave is Marco Mignot.
And he'll flare out that tail and waft it in this morning sunshine. And once again going above the lip, and he'll stomp the make as well. Big energy from Marco Mignot.
Jordy knows exactly what he's looking for, but Marco's definitely playing that role of trying to ruffle his feathers.
Poke the line, and we'll see how Jordy responds.
The crowd absolutely roaring for Jordy Smith in the yellow jersey. And he'll open up, hooking on his rail, and he'll claw at it with a different line. He'll tighten up the turn. Once again, he'll just wrap into a pocket, which goes soft real quick. Sharp intake of breath from the crowd. Not sure they particularly like what they saw there.
Took the air out of the room.
There's so much pressure on Jordy at the moment.
He has a chance to clinch his spot in the WSL Final 5 in front of his home crowd. You know, that fairy tale moment slipping out of his fingers.
I don't know how much more opportunity he's going to get.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Still showing support for the South African, Jordy Smith. You know what, he had a whole country on his shoulders, and we are very proud of what he's achieved and what he's still to achieve.
Not only is he out of his favorite event on the calendar at home at J-Bay, but he's just lost the yellow jersey. But it's not over yet. This is the first test to see if he's really enjoying pro surfing. That's been his theme all year. Now is he going to be able to harness that when he's under pressure?
It'll work. You know, we're doing stitches, or we're doing, what do you?
Yeah.
I hate stitches. The reality is it can't be worse than it, the pain can't be worse than what actually happened.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but when you're in the moment, it doesn't really matter.
I'm so sorry. No injection can be as painful as losing that heat.
No, you're right. Oh, damn, bro. Wanted to win this thing so bad.
And then we're gonna do some.
Yago Dora is in a place that he's never been in before. He's guaranteed to be in yellow heading into Tahiti. He's never worn the leader's jersey in his career. He's never been number 2 in his career. He's doing a lot of things for the first time.
Yago building up steam.
He's looking loose. He's looking like the most radical surfer in the world. The type of surfing he's doing is next level, right? So we haven't seen it before, and he's looking calm under pressure.
Yago Dora, your male Rip Curl Pro champion.
We've been talking about world championship contenders. Finally, I think we're seeing him rise to the top.
You just cannot stop his air game.
It's official, Yago Dora, your champion of the Lexus Trestles Pro.
This is going to be the season I crack the Final 5, and I want to be there, like getting the title. That's what I want to do this year.
Another stunning African sunrise greets the world's best surfers on the Eastern Cape of South Africa. It's the Corona Cero Open J-Bay. Absolutely beautiful scenes here this morning. Yago Dora, he's getting ready to get down to business. He'll take on Zhao Xianka.
Yago Dora has just taken the lead on the rankings with Jordy out of the event.
Dora flowing down the line, just feeling this wave out right now. Patient surfing from Dora, and he'll go into a float. Doesn't try to do too much. Meanwhile, Xianka.
Beautiful floater for João, gaining a lot of ground. Open face, massive, down the line layback. A lot of amplitude on the turns, beautiful carve. Finish it up very strong. What an answer for João Xianka.
A solid 7-5 Xianka. Bit of a lead at the moment over Dora.
This looks like a good set.
Solid looking wave. Dora up and riding, up off the top. Carves it back to the power source. Big wall ahead. What's he gonna do? Big opportunities here. Sets up. Goes for the air rotation! He lands a massive! No hands, 360!
Look how much amplitude and how much ground he actually gained into the flats. Perfect rotation. The ability that this guy has in the air, it really is the best in the world right now. You can never count the guy out.
Stunning technique from Yago Dora.
Last of red comes in at 9 points. Yago Dora taking the win. Solid performance. What a show he put on for us, folks.
Yago Dora just showing us his quality once again, and he's having an unbelievable season.
Into the quarterfinals, that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It's really important for me, and each hit is very important at this stage, especially at the position I am, so I'm really happy to make that one.
Well done, Yago. Impressive stuff.
We are into the women's finals.
These two have been just running things on the championship tour, but they want to win this event for the first time. Molly controls the start of the heat, out positioning Gabriella Bryan. Gabrielle started in attack mode and a huge power gouge.
Gabriella Bryan takes the lead.
Picklum with priority, and it's going to come down to this.
She didn't try it, that's all she had.
Finals day energy in the air, everything on the line today. As we see, the swell has officially arrived. And looking at perfection at J-Bay, by far the best day we've seen all waiting period.
Looking at the women's semifinals, you think about WSL Final Fives, the implications, and the surfer that's the hungriest to get a good result here. It's all about Caroline Marks.
We're into the semifinals. Gabriella Bryan, world number 2. She battles with Caroline Marks, trying to find a way to beat Caroline for the first time.
Coming into J-Bay, you're looking at what Gabby's done so far, and you're going, yeah, she's a favorite. But she's coming off 2 of the most awkward losses that she's had. You know, she's worn yellow, but at that point, you're kind of going, what's happening here? You know, is she overthinking things? Is the pressure of being in her first world title race really affecting her?
Gabriella Bryan getting the first wave. Representing Hawaii, lays down a power carve for this section to open up, lays it down as well. Nice little stylish gouge, clean rails on the snap. Let's go of another one in the pocket, and she'll step off.
Last of red comes in, it's a 7.5.
Caroline Marks on the one behind.
Current Olympic gold medalist.
Really like that turn from her, staying in that top third.
She belts it, big vertical crack there, controls her finishing move.
Important wave here for Gabby Bryan.
Off the bottom, holds the rail into a nice clean wrap. Always tons of spray off her rail. Gets back into it with a little power hack on the open face.
We have a situation change. So surfer in red, you move up to first.
Caroline trying to stay undefeated against the current world number 2.
This is a do-or-die situation for her as we come into the second last event of the season. Can she find the right rhythm and motivation to make it into the final?
Patience paying off, big swing off the roof, she drills it. Getting back to the top again, attacking some good section. Keeping that speed down the line, quickly moving under the lip with her last 2 moves.
last of blue. It's a 6.47, not enough.
Gabrielle O'Brien officially our first finalist of the Corona Cero Open J-Bay.
Have fun.
Yeah. See you at the top.
World number 1 is up next, Molly Picklum, and now world number 4, Isabella Nichols, out here at J-Bay in Semi 2. All Australian battle here.
Live action out in the water. This is Isabella Nichols. She's looking really good out here at Supers. I've been enjoying watching her surfing, putting it on the line. Very critical turns and critical sections.
Molly scratches into this one, looking to answer back. Off the bottom, beautiful arc there, controlling speed so well. Hits it off the lip line with an air drop, and Molly is feeling it. That's the support crew for world number 1, knowing that she just got her best number so far.
It's an 8.67.
It's an excellent score once again for Picklum, and Molly Picklum has made 3 finals in a row. Now her second appearance in a final at Jeffreys Bay.
Last time I was here, I felt pretty good, like I could learn a lot about my surfing here, and then this year, just kind of putting pedal to the metal a little more, just trying to hold the throttle down, hold it down.
But we are into the women's finals. These are the 2 best women on tour in 2025.
Let's go. On a shot. On a shot.
On a show.
Yeah, Mom. Let's go.
Molly Picklum, world number 1. Gabrielle O'Brien, world number 2. Meeting up and pumping conditions at Super Tubes. It's kind of a preview of what we might see for the world title showdown at Cloudbreak this year.
As we watch Molly rolling in.
Molly controls the start of the heat, out positioning Gabrielle O'Brien. Beautiful lines all the way back into the power source. Flying down towards impossibles, blitzes the lip line well.
But what a start here for Molly Picklum.
Loading up, the most powerful surfer on tour, flexes through that first section. Gabrielle started in attack mode and still a huge power gouge on the open face. That one's gonna shut down, but the damage has been done. Molly paddling back out, but she heard the sound of a 7.67 for her start. A point better than Gabrielle O'Brien's 6.67. This is what Gabrielle O'Brien was waiting for, but this would be the nightmare for Molly Picklum paddling back out. Chasing a 6.68 at the moment. World number 2 lights it up.
It's a 6.93 situation change. Gabrielle O'Brien takes the lead.
Molly Picklum with priority in 20 seconds now. Chasing just a 5.93. It's gonna come down to this. Picklum doesn't go.
With 10 seconds left, she didn't try it. That's all she had.
And it will go to Gabrielle O'Brien, your champion of the Corona Cero Open here at J-Bay. And a 3rd victory this year for Gabrielle O'Brien. She was able to get on a roll here, clinch her spot in the WSL Finals, and pick up her first win at the best right-hand point break in the world.
Oh, it feels so good. It's kind of crazy. The last 2 events, I probably had my worst heats ever in my career on tour so far, and came here early, put a lot of time in out here, and it paid off, so I'm so stoked.
She's a weapon.
Yeah.
She's serious. Like, Gabby's probably, I think, underestimated, and I think she's got a lot of growth still to come.
So the final 5 is Molly Picklum stays world number 1, Gabby Bryan, a very strong number 2 seed, Caitlin Simmers stays at 3, Isabella to 4, Betty Lou down to 5.
Stage is set on this 40-minute final, an all goofy foot matchup. Bang upside down off the coping. A healthy combination of turns.
Straight up vertical.
Technically incredible.
It's called a unicorn, because it never happens.
Hope you are enjoying finals day. We have the quarterfinals are starting right now for the men. Yago Dora has just taken the lead on the rankings, and Leo Fioravanti is still looking for his first win of his career here on the championship tour.
Yago Dora is in a place that he's never been in before.
Your 2025 male Rip Curl Pro champion.
Yago Dora, your champion of the Lexus Trestles Pro.
He's never worn the leader's jersey in his career.
We've been talking about world championship contenders, gentlemen. Finally, I think we're seeing him rise to the top.
The way he's approaching J-Bay, he's looking loose. He's looking like the most radical surfer in the world when it comes to big closeout air finishes. I mean, the type of surfing he's doing is next level. With this being probably one of the bigger tests as a backhander at J-Bay, that's always been tough, but Yago's making it look easy.
Here comes a wall setting up for Dora's backhand. Slicing through that one off the top. Maxing out his speed, clean rail work. Tags it well. Leo Fioravanti now getting to this section where he's hoping for a double up. Driving a nice solid power carve in the pocket. Laying into a solid hook before it shuts down. Well timed once again for the Italian. As we see Leo's last score come through, it's a 7-point ride. Wave before from Yago Dora, a 5.87. And Yago now needs a 6.97. And stepping on this one, important ride for Dora. World number 1. Controls it on that mayhem and tags it. Love how controlled these transitions are from world number 1 now flying into the end section. He will attack.
He's been clutch.
Put your hands together, situation change. Yago Dora, a 7.67. Red takes the win.
That last section just was a big, like, kind of scary closeout. I was like, I have to hit it. I have to make this, and this is the big moments you train so much for.
That red jersey is definitely turning bright yellow heading into Tahiti. Quarter number 2 just getting started. Kanoa Igarashi versus Griffin Colapinto. It's 2-2 between these guys in championship tour heats, and now they find themselves in a pumping conditions at J-Bay.
Are there any fans on the deck? This is Griffin Colapinto in the blue. Out of the whitewater, big section for blue. Nice wall lining up for Griffin. Working this one through the inside section, carves it off the top. Still riding down the line. Finds the finish there. Meanwhile, surfer in the red, Kanoa Igarashi attacking. So looking for a big section to head off the top. Surfer in the red, Igarashi carves another one. So red progresses down the line. Great opening exchange from blue and red. First the blue is 7.53, and getting the better of the first situation, it's Kanoa Igarashi with a 7.83. Up and riding, this is surfer in the blue, Griffin Colapinto. Big hit off the top.
How was that speed turn right through the lip line? Lays into a big down carve.
Griffin Colapinto bringing the heat, taking out the win ahead of Kanoa Igarashi.
You will be coming up against Yago Dora in the semifinals. What do you make of that matchup?
Oh, yeah, great. I mean, he's the #1 in the world right now, so, you know, got to bring my A game and, you know, just rip in.
Sorry. I'll take Ryan.
So big matchup out here. Conor O'Leary. And he comes up against Ethan Ewing. You're going to see the power that they display on their surfing. Ewing up and riding. Big swoop off the top. Sets up. Great looking wave. Deep off the bottom. And how's that for a carve? Draws through the inside. Vertical snap. Section ahead. Lays back into it on the rail. So this wave's just got a nice speed run to it. Flows from maneuver to maneuver. Powering, speeding. Ethan Ewing, 7.67.
Let's check out Conor O'Leary here on the backhand, chucking loads of sprays in that big, solid frame, one of the most powerful surfers on tour. And he'll look to try and unload on an inside section. hit at speed with control and crucially a finish as well. The squad enjoyed that.
And Ethan, he wants a piece of it too, just really, wow, whipping through the back of that turn. Really drives hard, pushes hard off that back foot all the way back to the foam, and great finishing turn. I mean, textbook, beautiful surfing, not a bump in the road.
Ethan Ewing, you are first. Connor O'Leary looking for an 8.31. Straight up in the pocket. Big turn under the lip. O'Leary deep off the bottom, big section, hammers it. Attacking this wave, carving down. Wow, hits it again. This is intense. Connor O'Leary, you're looking for an 8.31. It comes in. It's an 8.6. Connor O'Leary turns the heat. Connor O'Leary takes the win.
I was so far down the point and I heard someone scream and I looked up and I was right in front of Geordie's place and he was on the deck just going, yeah, I got the score. And I was like, yeah. So it was a pretty cool moment, you know, I guess with Geordie, top 5 implications and things like that. So yeah, doing it for the big brew.
Dude, I reckon I did 50 turns just in that area.
How you do that?
That's crazy. Wow.
So good afternoon, Jeffreys Bay. This is the Corona Cero Open. Tucks into the tube, traveling. O'Leary appears.
One more, come on. This is gonna be a monster of a score.
Connor O'Leary surfing in his first championship tour final. Have a look at this thing, standing up. Connor, he rides this wave really well.
Connor's been around for a while now on tour, an amazing surfer, but at the same time, is he really going to excite you all the way for a win? He hasn't so far, but he's got the ability to do it.
His bottom drops out. Connor O'Leary grabs the rail. Great positioning, coming out with the spit.
He does see himself as someone that should be in this company with the very, very best. You look at as that kind of dark horse energy, but you'd love to see him go all the way.
Going into every event, you know, with the sole purpose of winning, not just trying to get through a few heats, and really, really wanting to win an event. It's a huge goal of mine this year.
Connor, raised in Cronulla. His coach from Cronulla as well, Richard Dog Marsh.
I've known Dog since I was a kid, and he used to babysit me when I was a child. So yeah, we've got that little family, but also coach relationship, which is awesome.
He's known the family for a very long time. Connor's mom being a pro surfer, Akemi Karasawa.
My mum, she kind of grew up surfing and became a professional surfer in Japan, won a few titles, and you know, my Japanese heritage is huge in my life, so to be able to represent it as best I can is something that I'm passionate about.
It's cool to be able to have 2 flags on a rashi.
Connor's like a big, goofy, most lovable human in the world.
This
is
way too serious for me.
He really makes it fun for everyone.
Working with not only Dog, but working with Connor has been amazing. But I like that competitive environment and that positive energy that I have with the boys.
When you're in the dog camp, it's a family on tour, and that bond is clear. You see it with Leo, you see it with Ryan Callanan, you see it with Connor, you see it with Gabriella Bryant. You know, they care about the ups and downs that their crew's going through.
I'm a pretty big overthinker, and he's definitely that type of person that helps me narrow it down and keep it really simple. For me, that's how I work my best, is, you know, someone telling me, you know, what I need to hear instead of what I want to hear.
You know, it's good to be here. Good to be in finals day, pumping J-Bay, feeling like extremely grateful right now, which is cool. So yeah, hopefully put on a performance and make a good day of it.
Jeffreys Bay, 3-time winner in the form of Felipe Toledo. Gonna have to get past one of the heaviest hitters in the business, Connor O'Leary.
Felipe Toledo has a huge advantage. A 3-time J-Bay champ. Connor O'Leary, really the underdog.
Felipe Toledo.
Live rankings up to 7th. Wants to get inside that top 5.
Yeah. And 6 is out of competition, so 6 was Griffin, so he's out.
He's got a chance to really climb up those rankings, and what a wave to do it at.
It's Connor O'Leary. Gets around the section, goes up into the lip. Beautiful off the top. One more.
He'll get a little greedy and push really hard.
Felipe Toledo for the past champion. Big section ahead, bottom turn, wrapping it into the lip. He pulls into the tube. Felipe Toledo finds an exit, looking for a big finish. Another barrel on the inside section for red. Felipe Toledo.
Here goes Connor O'Leary, chasing down a 7:01.
Tucks into the tube, traveling. O'Leary appears. Connor O'Leary. Another section off the top, looking for something big.
This is going to be a monster of a score. One more, come on.
Put your hands together. It's a perfect 10-point ride.
And O'Leary is through to the final here, gets his first win over Felipe Toledo.
Water, rehydrate, all that. Yep. Game on, okay? We'll surf it again soon.
Dora, now world number 1, will be wearing yellow for the first time in Tahiti, but taking on the underdog of Connor O'Leary just in his second ever appearance in the CT final, looking for a big win in his career.
This is Yago Dora. So speeding through that inside section, straight up, super stylish, super calm.
Connors in go mode, big bang upside down off the coping, projecting off the bottom. Now stepping into that low stance again, swinging for the fences, so focused down the wall. He's got a big vertical hammer, hangs onto it, picks it up again for a healthy combination of turns.
O'Leary up and riding. Pushes hard on that back foot to set up, straight up vertical, clicks it. He's gonna get busy on the inside. Whips it so quick off the top. Big drive again. So let's see what he does now with the finish.
Here looks like Yago with an opportunity underneath.
Just staying calm off the bottom, throws it a bit more vertical off the lip. Driving hard into a finishing move, gets there in perfect timing and rides away.
He's looking for an 8.44, a 7.23, so not enough. Connor O'Leary is your champion, the Corona Cero Open J-Bay. It's his very first World Surf League Championship Tour victory. You won, Jesse! You won, Jesse!
To be able to get my first 10, win the comp, it was a hard challenge to be able to accomplish, but Dog's been telling me all year that it's coming. As much as it was hard sometimes to believe it, yeah, all the stars aligned for this one, so I'm stoked.
I'm so stoked for him. He really deserves it. Yeah, to win at J-Bay in perfect conditions is mental. What we just did, the team, it's called a unicorn, because it never happens.
Put your hands together for your champion, Connor O'Leary.
Man, it was an amazing final. Yago's the best surfer in the world now and someone I look up to so much being a goofy footer, and it was really cool to be able to share this final with him.
You're going to be putting on the yellow jersey for the first time in your career in Tahiti. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't wait to wear yellow, and yeah, in Tahiti especially, I think yellow will look really good in those blue barrels.
The final event of the regular season, people are going to have to compete to clinch their spot in the WSL Final 5.